Going on YouTube? It's your boy Devin back with another reaction video. This time we are starting a new series. It's a Apple Plus TV show. Never watched anything on Apple Plus before. I've had it, my family's had it for a while, so I've had access to it. I've just never really had an interest in much of what was on there. I have been meaning to watch Ted Lasso, and I will probably be doing reaction videos to that at some point, but that's not what we're doing today. Today we are going to be watching the first episode of the Apple original series, Severance. I've heard phenomenal things about this show. Been interested in watching it since I saw the first trailer. I know the cast is primarily like famously comedic actors. I know that Adam Scott is the lead from what I can tell. John Turturro's in it. I did see Christopher Walken is in it as well. That's about the extent of the cast that I'm aware of at the moment. And I know that Ben Stiller has something to do with the production. Either he's the producer or the director. I'm not entirely sure on that one. I've learned that for whatever reason, comedic actors and just like comedians in general, there are like stand-up comedians. It's kind of hit or miss on the acting, but comedic actors, people who are like known for like sketch comedy or stuff like that, they tend to do really well with drama. I think it's because they have to almost make their comedic characters feel believable, or they have to really sell it on like the premise of a bit, and they have to say like really funny lines, but in like, for the most part, in like a serious like delivery, so that, you know, it's almost like their character isn't in on the joke that they're saying. So I think it's like good training for drama. The example that comes to my mind right off the bat for me is Bill Hader in Barry. He is phenomenal, and same with Henry Winkler in that show. And both of them are primarily known for their comedic roles, and they just knock it out of the park with the seriousness of moments in that show. Now, there is a lot of comedy in that show still, and they do it really well, but then when things get serious, it is just incredible. Another one, prior to Breaking Bad, I only really seen Bryan Cranston in comedic roles like Malcolm in the Middle. So I feel like he's another example of somebody who went from comedic acting to dramatic and did it so well. And in the same show, Bob Odenkirk, who then went on to be in his own show, Better Call Saul, with the same character, and he is doing some of the best work I've seen in a TV show. Like, Bob Odenkirk is one of my favorite actors out there right now. He's killing it, and he's doing the drama really well, even though he started out primarily as a comedic actor. So for whatever reason, I've noticed comedic actors have a really good sense of the dramatic, like they can do it really well. So whenever I see something like this project, it piques my interest, and so I've been meaning to watch this for a while. I'm finally sitting down to watch the first episode. I'm very excited. I don't know what to expect. I know a little bit about the premise, something about like dividing up the brain between like home life and work life type of situation, but outside of that, I know absolutely nothing about this show. So I'm really looking forward to getting into it. Like I said, I think I saw it was nominated for a few Emmys this year. So I figured, why not? Now seems like a perfect time to check it out. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. If you enjoy this video, please hit that like button. Consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps me out, helps the channel out, and I'd love to have you join me on this journey as we watch this season and other shows, because I also watch other stuff on here, and I do movie reactions, reviews, and I have a podcast that I do on here. So lots of cool stuff. I also have a something different from all of those coming very soon. I'm in the process of working on right now. I don't want to say too much about what that is, but I have a really cool video that I'm working on right now that I will be releasing at some point here soon. So look out for that as well. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and stop talking. I'm going to get right into this. Just before I start this, I just pulled up the the Severance screen they have on this Apple app, and looks like it's nominated for 14 Emmys, including Outstanding Drama, which excellent. Love to hear that. I also see that Patricia Arquette is part of this, and I'm a fan of hers as well. So,
Hello?
so I'm gonna guess right off the bat, she's probably had the surgery. You have won free brain surgery.
Shall we begin with question 1?
Let me out of here.
That camera work is really cool. I like the way it stayed stationary on the table and then followed her. It's also in a padded room.
5 questions.
What do I get at the end?
Depends on your answers.
If he was attempting to be intimidating, it's not going to work for me, at least, because it just sounds like Ben Wyatt talking.
What is this?
Okay, unknown. Question 2. In which U.S. state or territory were you born?
Wait,
Which state or territory, please?
I don't know.
To the best of your memory, what is or was the color of your mother's eyes?
I don't know.
Okay, what's happening?
Unknown.
That's a perfect score.
Hey, she aced the test. It's always how I start my day before going into work. Have a nice long cry in the car. It's one of the healthiest ways to start the day. Skip breakfast, just jump right into the crying.
Thank you. Go ahead.
So the design of this office is really cool looking, and I'm getting the impression off the bat that this is going to be like a labyrinth type show. Like, this is just going to be question after question after question for the duration of this season. Like, it's going to be a slowly unraveling mystery. I could be completely wrong, but that's just the initial impressions I'm getting based on this setup and the way like that opening scene played. It definitely feels like there's going to be like questions that need to be answered throughout this. I'm noticing that everything that he put on there was like very bland and like in like non-distinct. I wonder if there's a reason for that, like it just to help him separate. It looks like it just happened. He's now in work mode. It's like that episode of SpongeBob. All you know is fine dining and eating. Or whatever, where they like erased everything else from his brain except like the things he needed to know for the job he was gonna do. I wonder what's going on, if he was crying because of this, or I'm thinking that he was crying because of something that's happening in his home life that this version of him is completely unaware of and oblivious to, because he's Totally different mood now. Everything's like so just like uniform and non-distinguished.
You're breathing shitty.
Sorry.
You sick?
Maybe. Petey was sniffling yesterday.
If you breathe on me, I'll rip your larynx out.
They did, and back then, we were grateful for it.
That's fucked, dude.
Yes, very fucked. To put in an honest day's
What
work,
is this?
just in return.
Oh, uh-oh. Irv's got claws today.
Good morning, macro data refinement.
Hi, Mr. Milchek.
Mark, could I have a word?
What kind of work are they doing? Just putting numbers and letters in boxes? So odd. Macro data refinement. Those are just words to me. I don't even know if that's a real job or not, but it did not look like it.
Petey is no longer with this company.
I'm sorry? I mean, there should have been some notice of this. What happened?
We'd love to tell you, but unfortunately, non-disclosure policy forbids.
Mark, would you place your key card on my desk?
Promotion time. Moving on up.
I'm to serve here in the advanced role of Macrodata Refinement Department Chief. Congratulations. Oh, a handshake is available upon request.
What the fuck? Everything's like so
Thank you. May I have a handshake?
non-emotional and robotic.
So just stick to the flow chart and escalate properly depending on dialectics. You'll be fine.
Oh, and thank you to the board as well.
The board won't be contributing to this meeting.
Just listening. This is so bizarre.
Image is good.
Okay. And now we're seeing it from the other perspective.
Who are you?
This office building is giving me back room vibes.
Okay. Hi there, you on the table. I wonder if you'd mind taking a brief survey?
Hey.
They were right on the other side of the door.
Just thrilled to chat once we've run the survey. Shall we begin with question 1?
Hey! Open the door!
She's not supposed to do that.
Hey!
She's going to break in.
Are you seeing this?
I'm watching.
Should I help?
You should not.
I think I know where a disconnect is coming from.
What?
Well, there was a preamble, which I was supposed to read before the survey to lead into the question.
I don't think that's the...
Am I livestock?
I'm sorry?
Like, did you grow me as food and that's why I have no memories?
Do you think we grew a full human, gave you consciousness?
I don't know.
Did your nails?
I don't know. I don't know you.
No, you're not livestock. Good Lord.
Then what's my name?
Helly. Your name is Helly. Helly R. Please.
You're a secret agent. All you know how to do now is kill people.
Thank you for taking the welcome survey. I can sense that the questions made you feel afraid or disoriented. Well, the good news is you're at an orientation. You see, you have been hired to a position on the severed floor of Lumen Industries.
Is it just me or are his hands shaking like a lot? I don't know if that's intentional or not. I assume it is, but...
And you're confused about the severance procedure. Before we hop on that, let's chat about something I bet you have heard of, the work-life balance. To start, imagine yourself as a seesaw.
Oh my god! What the...
Can we just take a beat, please.
Holy shit, she nailed him! He might just be nervous about this interview, or it might have something to do with his home life, but his hands seem to be shaking, like, a lot.
My name's Mark. And,
Mark.
so a few years back, I woke up on this table. Was scared too.
Did you kill the voice?
No. No, that voice's name was Petey, and he became my best friend.
Okay.
Well, you see, life, like a seesaw, Ask me again.
What?
You've asked twice to be let go. Ask one more time.
Mark,
Yeah.
I would like to leave the building now.
I understand you don't feel it's working out for you here at Lumen. While disappointed, I'd hate to keep you somewhere you're not happy. So let's get you out of here.
Can you say her name is Healy, like the shoe? Or Helly?
The departments are pretty spaced out, but it'll all fill in one day. They're planning an expansion.
And I'm, what, part of that?
No, you're a replacement.
Replacement for who? Why are you saying that like you hate it?
Just past the bend.
I feel like I've seen her in something. I don't know what off the top of my head, but I like this song, this like theme song or whatever it is. Whoa. The fuck just happened? What?
Am I dead?
No.
This isn't like hell or something?
No.
Then why the fuck can't I leave?
Well, you did leave just now. Out into the stairwell, at least. You left, but you came back.
Weaponizing office equipment on your first day. You are gonna be fun. Look, I do sympathize. I've wanted to pummel Mark myself. So we'll both have to be strong. The good news is there's only one part left of your orientation, which Mark can't possibly derail. Welcome to Lumen, Helly.
Helly. Not Healy. Not the shoe. She fucking nailed him with that speaker.
Hell is just the product of a morbid human imagination. The bad news is, whatever humans can imagine, they can usually create. A department like yours can go so good or so bad. You know what makes a difference? The people.
Okay. Go ahead and have a seat.
This is her before the procedure.
My name is Helly R. I'm making this video roughly 2 hours before it will be shown. I have, of my own free accord, elected to undergo the procedure colloquially known as severance. I will be unable to access outside recollections whilst on Lumen's severed basement floor, nor retain work memories upon my ascent.
I wonder if this is... this seems like this is just on this floor. This is like an experiment they're working on.
So I'll never leave here.
You'll leave at 5. Well, actually, they stagger our exit, so 5:15. But it won't feel like it, not to this version of you anyway.
Do you have a family?
You'll never know.
And I have no choice.
Well, every time you find yourself here, it's because you chose to come back.
I feel like that might not be entirely true. God, this is a really interesting premise.
Hello.
Sneaky, sneaky, sir.
No.
Night.
Yeah, his whole demeanor has kind of changed. Being a little more, I guess, definitely affected by the outside world as opposed to just being in your office space. Which makes sense. No matter if you were having a good or a bad time outside, your demeanor would definitely be changing. What is that?
During our class, carrying boxes in a wheelchair, he slipped on an overhead projector slide and sustained a minor blow to the temple.
Huh. Yeah, I guess it makes sense they would want to explain why he's got a fucking bandage on his head.
Sorry.
The symmetry of literally everything at this office. Everything is so symmetrical. And the real world's a little less so.
This map will spend much of its 3-7-day life researching tools to do with new eyes that wander out.
Did you forget?
Oh, yeah, shit.
That's okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. Do you want to put on pants and I'll
I'm wearing pants.
meet with those are not pants.
So, if there's no dinner, how is it dinner?
Okay.
Like,
You actually owe me this.
do I?
Yep. You remember that time when we were kids and I was just generally a way better sibling than you?
Oh, must have slipped my mind.
This is nice. When did you get it?
It's from work. I apologize.
Oh, they apologized, thank God. Did they have an attack and explanation onto that
It's
apology?
fine. Got a gift card.
Oh, you got a gift card. Where's she going to?
I don't know, Pips.
Rickon told Rebecca and me that you're a former history professor.
Yeah.
So I'm curious for your take on all of this. The food, v life of it.
Well, I'm not sure. I taught mostly about World War One.
Oh, okay. Well, I got one for you. I was just reading this think piece about the comparative levels of violence and warfare throughout history.
Oh, nerd alert.
War porn, I know. But anyway, in it, he said that the people actually called it the Great War.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, no one would have called it World War One because World War II hadn't happened yet.
Wow.
Of course.
That's absolutely
Duh.
That's what I was thinking.
But Mark is a Lumen man now.
Right?
Really?
Really? I don't know why I don't like that dude's demeanor at all.
I thought Lumen was more on the tech side of things.
They began in the 1800s.
Really?
Topical salves, right?
What don't they make?
See, he seems kind of pretentious.
Corporate Archives Division, so.
Oh, so you know all the dirty secrets.
Not really.
Well, Mark's work is sensitive enough as to require the severance procedure.
So this is a known thing, apparently.
Yeah. It's also, I think, something that's his choice to tell people or not, right, Rickon?
Oh my God.
No,
Oh, God,
No,
Mark,
no,
please
no,
forgive
it's
me,
okay.
Mark.
I
My
don't care.
apologies.
No, I think it's fascinating. I just always be thinking about, you know, the other one.
well, there is no other one. It's me.
do the job.
I just don't grasp the visceral element. What does it feel like?
Well, it's simple. One's memories are bifurcated, so when you're not at work, you have no recollection of what it is you do there. Did I get that right, Mark?
Well,
So you walk in at 9 a.m. and then suddenly it's 5 and you're leaving.
Well, they stagger us a little.
And then, conversely, when you're at work, you can't access outside memories. So in effect, that version of
Everybody needs to calm the fuck down at this table.
I mean, not trapped, but...
But what?
The point is that Mark made a decision, and that decision was controversial. Ethically, socially, morally, scientifically. But, Mark, I stand behind you.
Jesus Christ.
Without reservation.
Well, the work things helped.
Yeah.
He's definitely shaking a lot. I wonder if it's...
I just feel like forgetting about her for 8 hours a day isn't the same thing as healing.
Oh, that's why he did it. Oh, fuck.
You want to crash here since you're already here?
No.
I'm making all the bed sheets myself, so I won't finish with the big one for some time. But the twin is comfortable, and the pajamas were made on a Baltic hand loom, so you'll sleep well. If you provide said child with all of its beds upon birth, you allow it to progress across the room at its own rate.
Dude, I would definitely be sleeping on the race car bed. I'm very immature.
I think people really enjoyed you tonight, Mark.
Good.
What the fuck is these... What is with these people? This sister's got some weird fucking friends. The fuck was that? That was a person. Yeah, I have a feeling maybe Lumen's keeping tabs on their Severance subjects. Who the the fuck?
There's a businessman in the yard last night.
A businessman?
Yeah.
Entry level or management? There was seriously a man in my yard last night.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He looked at me weird, like he knew me.
Was that PD?
Well, there's a bar down the hill. It's probably just a stumbler. Speaking of which, you still smell like a distillery.
So I'm wondering if his tremors don't have to do with his alcoholism, because he seems to have, yeah, he drinks a lot, from what I can tell. I mean, he's not like getting wasted or anything, but he's just constantly drinking. And I wonder if that's not why he shakes. Because, yeah, it's very apparent at this point that this is intentional. But I'm starting to think that that guy he just saw was PD. And that there's a reason that Lumen very intentionally left out for why he doesn't work there anymore.
Excuse me.
It's PD.
Hang up. Quickly.
Are you following me?
Your voice is different here. Worse.
Okay, who the fuck are you?
Petey.
I knew it.
My name's Petey. I'm from work.
Well, that's not plausible. Everyone in my department is...
Severed. Severed. I was.
They reversed it.
Severance is pretty permanent.
Yeah. Bypassing the implant wasn't easy. I had help.
It's an implant. I think I missed that part.
So, what, you were unhappy at work, and instead of lodging a complaint, you...
No. I tried that first. So did you.
Right. Okay. So, you've unsevered, and now you... What, think they're after you or something?
I mean, most likely, why wouldn't they be?
Grainer. Who's probably out here right now.
Grainer, okay. Is that, like a person you know, or...
We both know him. Nothing down there is what they say.
If something happens to me, the things I know need to stay known. I'd prefer it be by a friend.
So, we're friends?
I'm your best friend. You're my very good friend.
I like they made that distinction. Is there going to be a disc in there?
We used to wonder what kind of men we were on the outside, what choices we had made, and why. I used to think it would take a monster to put someone in a place like that office, especially if the person was himself. But we're not monsters, Mark. If you don't want to know what's going on down there, I won't force it. But if you do, there's an address on the back of this card.
Yeah. The beginning of a mystery. And we must solve that mystery.
Mark, is that you?
Oh, hi, Mrs. Selvig.
Is that her?
Child, I hope you aren't rushing the Saints.
Well, I'll give them ample time.
That's his boss. Yeah.
You're good people.
Yeah, they definitely are watching you. I wonder if I don't think she's severed. Based on that. Okay, so Ben Stiller directed it. Written and created by Dan Erickson. Wow. Alright, so that was the first episode of Severance. Very, very intriguing. Definitely the beginning of a very, I'm gonna guess, intricate mystery. Yeah, I really like the concept of this. The whole severing your brain into two halves. And that definitely opens up for a very cool thriller / like mystery. Figuring out why he's in that situation. I mean, we kind of got a hint that it's because he was trying to forget about his late wife. And I'm going to guess he felt that was the best way. Maybe someone approached him about it and made him an offer that just sounded really, really good. Like almost too good to be true for him. I assume we'll probably find out about his colleagues, like Helly, and why they're there. Oh, definitely Mrs. Selvig, I think was her name. I'm curious as to whether or not she is also severed, or if she knows and she's been placed there specifically to keep an eye on him. Maybe she knows about PD approaching him. I mean, she definitely probably knows about it at work, but if she's severed, she wouldn't at home. If she's not, then she definitely knows, and she's probably keeping an eye on him to make sure he doesn't come to Mark. But yeah, I really liked that first episode. I liked the imagery of it. It was very cool, especially the way the whole office is designed and everything with that. The soundtrack is I like it's like a through song that they keep playing. I assume it's kind of like it didn't really have a theme song at the beginning, it just said the word, but it's definitely it seems like the Severance theme. Getting bits and pieces of Mark's personality and life outside of work. Like I said, we still don't know anything about his colleagues, but I feel like we'll get to know all of them. And we need to find out what's going on with PD and why he's no longer with the company. Definitely looking forward to... I gotta put that on a shirt. Definitely looking forward to... ... That's gonna be on a t-shirt. That's gonna be one. If I ever start making merch, that's gonna be one, because I always say that. But I am looking forward to the next episode and the rest of this, because I do like mysteries. I like if they're good, if they're done well, I really enjoy them. Some of them I'm not super into, just because they're kind of predictable, but this one definitely feels a little less so. And I like that they don't give you too much information at one time. You literally wake up on the table with Helly and just kind of have to piece it together as you go. It helps knowing a little bit about the show going in. I almost wish I didn't know anything about it and just started it with no information. I would have just made it like a little bit more of a WTF moment. But definitely a really cool concept that I feel like, based on what I've heard, is done very well. So I'm looking forward to the rest of this. Yeah, if you enjoyed this reaction, please hit that like button. If you would be so kind as to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. Join me on this journey through the Lumen Labyrinth, I will call it, and get down to the bottom of this mystery with me, and check out some of the other stuff I got going on this channel, because we do have a lot of fun here. At least I am. So yeah, until the next video, peace.